Okay, this is the basic setup for the Hidrex PSP1000. You plug obviously the mains power into the back of the machine, switch it on. You'll see it'll do a self-test and the word set will appear. I'll come back to the settings menu in a second. On the left hand side you've got a series of LEDs. I'm not sure if you can see, but the top three, hand, foot and axilla, they're basically memory storage points. So you can store the preferred settings for each treatment area. So for your hand you'd have pulse current, for your feet you generally use direct current, etc, etc. In the professional environment, in the clinic, we recommend that you have all these presets off, and as we're treating the feet today, we're going to turn the pulse current off and we're going to put the machine into direct current mode. You can only, on this model of PSP, which is the generation 1, you have to access the settings menu to make any changes to these. You can only do that for a few seconds after you turn the machine on while the word set is on screen. So I'm just going to do that. You'll see these icons match these icons, so they control these presets. So if I press this button, I scroll through, the LEDs go all the way through the system to choose different presets or to turn them all off and just go into manual mode. So that's us now, all LEDs off, we're in direct current, manual mode. So you're now ready to treat your patient for foot sweating. Left hand side of the screen is your time. You can increase and decrease your time with these two buttons here. We suggest for a foot treatment in clinic and at home actually, that you start with 20 minutes on the timer. For your first treatment for the patient, because they won't know what's comfortable and what isn't, we bring the power down to say 12 volts for the feet. So this basically will run for 20 minutes at 12 volts. Now once the patient's connected, the dive light is illuminated, which is this icon down here. That basically tells you that the patient is connected, the circuit is complete and the current is starting to flow. This colon here will stop flashing. Your power will drop to 0 and then power up automatically to the 12 volts that you've selected it and automatically start counting down the timer. So once you establish a patient in the water baths, once we're up to 12 volts, as long as they're comfortable, you can then start increasing your power to the maximum comfortable level that patient can tolerate. It does vary from patient to patient and treatment area differ as well. So what you can tolerate on your feet, you won't necessarily tolerate on your hands because the skin's much thinner, etc. So if we start around 12 volts, what I'll do here is I'll just finish up the setup. Got colour coded cables on the back. So literally, as you'd expect, plug the black into the black, the red into the red. Down here, I've got my electrodes. So I'm going to place these in the water trays. So I'll just show you in a second.